Are you tired of relying on industrial hybrids that burn out after only 2 years? Have you ever wondered if there is a chicken that not only fills your egg basket daily, but also serves as a pillar of resilience in your backyard and a genetic treasure for the future? Many keepers make the mistake of looking only at quantity, ignoring that true success lies in the balance between sexual maturity, egg weight, and, most importantly, how much it costs you to feed that bird every single day. In today's video, we are going to shatter the myths of commercial poultry. We are going to analyze the 12 most important heritage breeds in the world, breaking down their real numbers, from the exact ounces they consume to the specific weight of their eggs, so you can decide which is the smartest investment for your project. Stay with us until the end, because the last 2 breeds on our list hold production records that will make you question everything you knew about avian efficiency. Let's begin. 1. Barred Plymouth Rock, the American legend that never fails. If there is one breed that defines the word reliability, it is the Barred Plymouth Rock. Originating in the United States, this bird is not only a visual masterpiece with its crisp black and white barred plumage, but it serves as the backbone of dual-purpose poultry farming. Their temperament is so docile that they often become favorites for beginner keepers. However, do not be fooled by their calm nature. They are tireless workers. With a sturdy frame, they are ideal for those seeking decent meat production after their laying cycle, remaining one of the hardiest breeds against common coop diseases thanks to their genetic vigor. When we look at the raw numbers, the Barred Plymouth Rock reaches sexual maturity between 20 and 24 weeks, a standard pace for a heavy breed. You can expect a steady production of 200 to 220 eggs per year, featuring a light brown tint that is highly marketable. The egg weight averages between 1.9 and 2.2 ounces, placing them firmly in the large category. However, quality comes at a price. Their daily feed consumption sits between 4.1 and 4.4 ounces. This bird requires significant energy to maintain its large body mass, but it compensates for every ounce with a productive longevity that modern hybrids can only dream of. 2. Light Sussex, the British balance between elegance and profitability. The Sussex is, quite possibly, the most balanced breed on our entire list. With its distinctive hackle of black feathers over an immaculate white body, this British jewel has been selected for decades to never miss a day of work. What makes the Sussex special is its adaptability. Whether you live in a cold or temperate climate, she will keep producing where others stop. She is an excellent mother if you decide to let her incubate naturally, providing you with total autonomy and flock replacement without spending a single cent on mechanical incubators. In terms of production, the Sussex outperforms most dual-purpose breeds, reaching an impressive figure of 240 to 260 eggs per year. Her sexual maturity is slightly earlier than the previous breed, starting her cycle between 20 and 22 weeks. Her eggs are a cream or light brown tone, with an average weight of 1.9 to 2.2 ounces. Being a bird of good size, her daily consumption is among the highest, ranging from 4.2 to 4.8 ounces. Nevertheless, if you analyze the cost per egg produced, the Sussex remains one of the most profitable options due to her high laying frequency and natural hardiness. 3. New Hampshire, the sprinter of sexual maturity. If you are looking for a breed that returns your investment in record time, the New Hampshire is your choice. Developed from the Rhode Island Red, this breed was specifically selected to grow fast and start laying sooner than anyone else. Visually, it is a beautiful bird, with a reddish chestnut plumage that is lighter than its ancestors, and a conformation much more oriented toward rapid meat production in its juvenile stages. It is a nervous, active breed with an enviable vitality that allows it to forage with great efficiency, slightly reducing your absolute dependence on balanced feed. The New Hampshire stands out for its precocity, reaching sexual maturity between 18 and 22 weeks, making it one of the fastest heritage breeds to break into production. Its annual production stays in a solid range of 200 to 220 eggs, but with a distinctive feature. Its eggs usually have a unique pinkish-brown tone and an excellent weight of 2 to 2.2 ounces. The best part about this breed is its feed efficiency within the heavy category, consuming between 3.9 and 4.2 ounces per day. It is the ideal bird for the keeper who needs to see results quickly, without sacrificing egg size or meat quality. 4. Wyandotte, Arctic resilience and the advantage of the rose comb. The Wyandotte is not only one of the most beautiful birds you can have in your coop due to its laced plumage, but it is also a masterpiece of climatic adaptation. Its most technical feature is its rose comb, a fleshy, flat formation that is pressed close to the head, ending in a small posterior point. By being so tightly adhered to the skull, this comb drastically reduces the exposed surface area, making it practically immune to the frostbite necrosis that single comb breeds often suffer in severe winters. It is a compact, round-bodied bird with a docile temperament, which greatly facilitates management in protected production systems. At the performance level, the Wyandotte is a long-distance runner, not a sprinter. Its sexual maturity is slower, taking between 22 and 26 weeks to initiate laying. It produces about 200 to 220 eggs per year, generally brown or cream-colored, with a weight of 1.9 to 2.1 ounces. Its feed consumption is moderate for its weight, standing between 4.1 and 4.4 ounces per day. This is the breed we choose when the priority is not speed, but resilience, and the ability to produce quality eggs in the harshest climatic conditions, where other breeds, simply, would stop laying due to thermal stress. 5. Faverolles, the French jewel of the 5 toes. We enter the territory of exclusivity with our first French representative. The Faverolles is a breed that breaks all visual molds. It possesses a beard, feathered muffs, and, curiously, it has 5 toes on each foot instead of the usual 4. Originally developed in the village of Faverolles to supply the markets of Paris, this breed combines an exquisite meat flavor with very steady egg production, especially during the winter months. It is an extremely docile, almost tame hen, making it perfect for small-scale projects where animal welfare is a priority. Although it is not the most prolific layer on the list, its value lies in its hardiness and its winter-laying capacity. It produces between 150 and 180 eggs annually, but it does so in a very distributed manner throughout the year. Its sexual maturity arrives between 20 and 24 weeks. The eggs are a delicate cream color and weigh about 1.9 ounces on average. Its feed consumption is reasonable, at around 4.2 ounces per day. We include the Faverolles because it provides necessary biodiversity and a curiosity factor that elevates the genetic value of any poultry house, in addition to being one of the dual-purpose breeds with the best meat conversion in Europe. 6. Rhode Island Red, the untameable engine of global poultry. We reach the end of this first part with what many consider the most famous chicken on the planet. The Rhode Island Red is the mother of modern poultry. Its genetics run through the veins of almost every red industrial hybrid you see today. It is a bird of a deep, almost glossy mahogany red, with an athletic constitution and a resistance to disease that borders on legendary. It is the definition of a workhorse. It doesn't complain, it doesn't stop, and it lays eggs even when management conditions are not optimal. On the efficiency chart, the Rhode Island Red is hard to beat by other heavy heritage breeds. It reaches maturity between 20 and 24 weeks and will deliver between 250 and 260 eggs per year. Most impressive is the size and quality of its product. Deep brown eggs that usually weigh between 2.1 and 2.3 ounces, sitting at the top of the category. Its feed consumption varies according to the bloodline, but it ranges between 3.9 and 4.6 ounces. If you could only choose one breed to ensure the survival of your poultry project, the Rhode Island Red would undoubtedly be the #1 candidate. We continue this journey through elite poultry genetics. If the first part surprised you with the versatility of American and British breeds, what comes next redefines the concept of specialization. We are going to delve into French sophistication, extreme giantism, and finally, we will meet the 2 birds that have laid the foundation for global food security. Prepare your notebook, because the numbers we are about to analyze are what separate an amateur from a true professional in the poultry world. 7. Marans, the enigma of the chocolate pigment on the shell. The Marans is not just a chicken, it is a visual experience for the final consumer. Originating from the French marshes of La Rochelle, this breed is the answer for the keeper looking for a premium product. Its black plumage with copper highlights hides a fascinating physiological secret. It possesses a specific gland in the final section of the oviduct that paints the egg just before it is laid. This chocolate pigment is not part of the shell's calcium, but is a layer of cuticle that, in addition to its beauty, acts as an extra barrier against bacteria, giving the egg a longer freshness than that of any other breed. From a performance perspective, the Marans requires patience. Its sexual maturity is late, occurring between 24 and 28 weeks, as the bird prioritizes its structural development before starting the complex task of pigmentation. It produces between 180 and 200 eggs annually, but its size is generous, ranging between 2.1 and 2.3 ounces. Regarding feed, it is a heavy-set breed that consumes about 4.4 ounces per day. Although its laying frequency is not the highest on the list, the premium price a breeder can obtain for a dozen chocolate-colored eggs more than compensates for the cost of the feed, making it a strategic niche option. 8. Bresse Gauloise, the monarchy of meat and white eggs. If there is a breed that embodies national pride, it is the Bresse Gauloise. It is the only bird in the world that has a protected designation of origin, and its colors, blue feet, white body, and red comb, replicate the flag of France. But beyond its gastronomic status, where its meat is considered the best in the world, the Bresse is a surprisingly efficient layer. Unlike other meat breeds that are slow and heavy, the Bresse is athletic, active, and possesses an accelerated metabolism that pushes it to an egg production that rivals the best dual-purpose layers. In the production records, the Bresse Gauloise is a jewel of precocity, starting its cycle between 18 and 20 weeks. It will deliver between 220 and 250 eggs per year. all of an immaculate white and an average weight of 2.1 ounces. Its daily feed consumption is in the range of 4.2 to 4.6 ounces, a figure justified by its rapid growth and its high laying rate. For the demanding breeder, the Bresse offers a double return on investment: commercial-grade eggs throughout the year, and the possibility of marketing surplus males with a meat quality that has no competition in the heritage breed market. 9. Jersey Giant, the titan that defies the laws of gravity. We reach the extreme of the scale with the Jersey Giant. Created in the late 19th century in New Jersey to replace the turkey, this is, without discussion, the largest heritage chicken breed in the world. Seeing a Jersey rooster in the yard is an imposing experience. They are birds that seem to come from another era due to their volume and their slow gait. However, their size entails a different technical management. These birds grow so much that their joints and their reproductive system need a much longer maturation time than the rest of the chickens on this list. The sexual maturity of the Jersey Giant is the slowest in our ranking, arriving between 30 and 36 weeks. It would be a mistake to pressure them sooner, as the bird needs to consolidate its bone structure to support its own weight. Its production is modest but constant, with about 150 to 170 eggs annually. But here comes the surprise. Its eggs are usually extra large, easily exceeding 2.3 or 2.5 ounces. As expected, its consumption is the highest, ranging from 5.3 to 6.3 ounces per day. This is a breed for the keeper who values an imposing presence and massive meat production, understanding that the cost per egg is higher, but the value of the individual bird is far superior. 10. Cream Legbar, the British jewel of blue eggs and the secret of autosexing. The cream Legbar is no ordinary breed. It is the result of a masterpiece of British genetics developed at the University of Cambridge. Created to combine the high productivity of the Leghorn with the exotic coloring of the Araucana eggs, this breed features a characteristic tuft, or crest, right behind its single comb, giving it an elegant and distinguished appearance. However, its greatest technological milestone is being an autosexing breed. This means that, from the first day of life, the breeder can identify the sex of the chicks by the color and markings of their down, completely eliminating the uncertainty and the unnecessary costs of feeding unwanted males in projects oriented exclusively toward laying. Regarding its performance, the cream Legbar enters production between 20 and 24 weeks, delivering an average of 200 to 240 eggs annually, which stand out for their beautiful turquoise blue or sea green tone. Each egg has a commercial weight of between 1.9 and 2.1 ounces, maintaining a resistant shell of excellent quality. Its feed efficiency is notable, with a daily consumption that barely ranges from 3.9 to 4.2 ounces, which places it as one of the most profitable breeds for those looking for a differentiated product without skyrocketing maintenance costs. It is an active bird, an excellent forager, and with a vitality that makes it stand out in pastured systems where its alertness protects it from predators. 11. Australorp, the world champion of consistency. We enter the podium of the stars. The Australorp, Australian Black Orpington, holds a place of honor in poultry history. In the 1920s, a female of this breed set the world record by laying 364 eggs in 365 days. Although in commercial farm conditions we will not always reach those astronomical figures, the Australorp is, without a doubt, the most productive black-colored breed in existence. Its plumage has an emerald green sheen under the sun that makes it spectacular, but its true beauty lies in its internal engine. It is a machine for converting feed into protein with amazing docility. The numbers of the Australorp are the envy of any breeder. It begins its lay between 20 and 22 weeks, with an annual production that stabilizes between 250 and 280 eggs. The egg size is excellent, with a range of 2 to 2.3 ounces and a very uniform light brown color. Despite its high productivity, its feed consumption is moderate, between 4.1 and 4.6 ounces per day, depending on how much space it has for foraging. It is an all-terrain breed that combines longevity, resistance to stress, and a performance that remains high even into its second and third year of life, something very few breeds can guarantee. 12. Leghorn, Livorno. The technical perfection of absolute efficiency. Finally, we reach the undisputed queen of feed efficiency, the Leghorn. Originating in Italy, port of Livorno, this breed is the standard upon which the white egg industry was built worldwide. If the Jersey Giant is a tank, the Leghorn is a racing car, light, nervous, extremely active, and designed for one thing: laying eggs. It does not waste energy on incubating, it does not waste calories on maintaining a heavy body, and it possesses the earliest sexual maturity of all known heritage breeds. The Leghorn breaks into production at 18 or 20 weeks and is capable of sustaining a production of 280 to 300 eggs per year in its pure lines. Its eggs are pure white and weigh between 1.9 and 2.1 ounces. But the data that will really make you choose it is its consumption. It barely needs between 3.5 and 3.9 ounces of feed per day. This difference of 1 ounce per day compared to other breeds, multiplied by 365 days, and by the number of birds in your flock, represents the difference between profitability and bankruptcy. It is, pound for pound, the cheapest hen to maintain, and the one that offers the highest return for every ounce of feed invested. After analyzing these 12 jewels of poultry farming, it is clear that there is no best chicken in absolute terms, but rather the best chicken for your specific objective. If you are looking for pure efficiency to sell white eggs at a low cost, the Leghorn is your ally. If you want to conquer a gourmet market with unique eggs, the Marans and the Bresse Gauloise will give you that differentiated value. And if you are looking for a self-sustainable farm where meat and eggs have equal weight, the Sussex or the Australorp will be the pillar of your success. Raising heritage breeds is an act of sovereignty. By choosing these birds, you are not only producing food, you are conserving centuries of genetic selection that industrial hybrids try to replace. The diversity of colors, sizes, and behaviors we have seen today is the guarantee that poultry farming can be profitable, beautiful, and above all, sustainable in the long term. If this technical analysis has helped you clear your doubts and plan your next flock better, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell. Your support is what allows us to keep creating high-level content for the poultry community. Share this video with that friend who still hesitates between heritage breeds and hybrids, and leave us in the comments, which of these 12 breeds is the one that best adapts to your climate and your market? To your success, fellow breeder. Until next time.